What's up, you savages? Uncle Joey here with his trusted bodyguard, Lee Sayat, direct from Israel. It's the church of what's happening now, New Testament, Tuesday, July the 29th, right?
Right.
All right. What's happening?
Well, I'm good, dude. I'm happy to see
Everything
you.
all right? And something else is July 29th. My beautiful nephew, Nicky Porkchops, a.k.a. Nicky Hoboken, a.k.a. Nicky Jersey City, a.k.a. Nicky Elections, a.k.a. Nicky Astley's happy birthday to
Happy
my favorite
birthday.
fucking nephew.
The month of birthdays.
Huh?
The month of birthdays.
Two fucking birthdays. One last week and one this week. 2 weeks I got to eat cake, but today's cake was very good too. It was a nice Carvel, little one, fresh. Not when, like if you don't live in Jersey or New York, you're eating that shit that's 22 days old. You know, it's like fucking paint. That top layer where it says like happy birthday, stupid. You can peel that off. It's like shoe fucking leather by the time we get it. I lived in California for 23 years. I suffered like that. For years, I had to go to birthday parties and eat the Carvel, making believe I was having a good time. But it was 20 days old, this cake, and I missed Carvel that much, and I would eat it.
You know what? It was nice today because George, it was like sitting out a little bit and like the top got a little soft. Like I didn't know it was ever like, it tasted almost like marshmallow, which like I didn't know. I had never, because I had ice cream cake when I was a kid, but like my introduction to like Carvel cakes was you. And because you, dude, like that was like one of the first rules I learned with you. It's like, if it's any sort of event, there's going to be a Carvel cake, and there's not going to be any other cake.
I'm holding on to the last of my faith out in fucking Studio City where people wanted to eat a carrot cake for your birthday. I'm not showing up with a carrot cake for your birthday. And it's got homemade cream cheese and gluten-free and there's no nuts. Get the fuck out of here. It's your birthday. If the kids eat a peanut, fuck them. It's your birthday. It's your birthday, not the fucking ugly kids. It's your birthday. So I listen, man. I don't know if you call me nostalgic. I don't know what you should call me. But I know that you have to fucking stand up for something.
Mm-hmm.
And just because I lived in L.A. and I could easily say, what's your favorite ice cream? Oh, I love Johnny's yogurt, non-gluten jam in a cup. I have to agree with him for my career to get anywhere.
Right.
Or for us to hit a certain spot. I didn't give a fuck about that. I'm telling you from what I grew up. Now, I know Carvel's not the best ice cream. I'm not a fucking dummy, but it's nostalgic.
Yeah.
It's like the other day. You guys hear me talk about Rudy's for 20 fucking years. Rudy's one of my favorite restaurants. It's a deeper type thing, man. I went there during a lot of tough times. I was a kid when I first there. They used to have mugs of Heineken. They served me. That's loyalty. I don't give a fuck. There's 1,000 restaurants that are better, and you have waiters and Chinese people throw food in the air. But, dog, you go in Rudy's, and every time you're going to go in there, they're going to shock your fucking world. I went in there the other night with my daughter. They had a chicken cutlet with a burrata special with peppers. And
nice.
It's not for me anymore. I can't eat that shit. But I kept looking at the guy going, holy fuck, if I would have smoked a pound of weed, I would have ate that. You know, for me. But it's not about the food. I go in there with my daughter. I'm feeling good. We're going to go to the Happy Gilmore thing. And, okay, it's a guy with a banjo playing country music. I'm sitting there at Rudy's. Okay, it's one song, you know? But then it was like a second song and a third song, and I saw the bartender put the volume up because she wanted to sing along with the songs. Like, this is fucking cute. And after like 30 minutes of getting a headache and my food hadn't come, I called her over and I go, where you from? And she goes, Edison. And I go, then you're not going to understand what I'm going to tell you. I go, this is fucking Hudson County. And after the Cubans and the Dominicans and the Turks and the Arabs, after they've taken everything, the Italian, the Irish, after they've taken everything from Hudson County, you got the audacity to play country music up in this motherfucker? I got to step out into Bergenline or whatever that is, Anderson, and I don't know what I'm going to get. It could be rigatoni, that communist music. It could be that shit. It could be any of this shit. That rap shit with the same bell. Yeah, mama. Bing, with a guy with a bell. Oh, I'm fucking impressed. It's the same shit. But you have the audacity to put on cowboy music in Sinatraville. Like, you have to stand for something.
Wait,
as a human being, you have to stand for something. You have to stand for something. They've taken everything from me. You're not going to play country fucking music in a bar in Hudson County. Okay, Joey, you're off fucking guard there. Rudy's is Bergen County. I don't give a fuck. It's an extension of Hudson County. Before Fort Lee, it cuts off. Once you hit Larry Wu's Shanghai Palace, that's the end of the North Bergen. People don't know who Larry Wu's Shanghai Palace is. It used to be across the street from Tickets from England and all that shit. Once you pass that, you're really in Cliffside. But before that, that's still a little bit North Burgundy, a little Fairviewish, and the rules still count. So I told him, if you want to play country music, I ain't mad at you. Go down by my house. Get the truck, get the banjo, go to Marlboro. You can play all the fucking country music you want. But go to a restaurant in Marlboro and see if they're playing country music. They're not.
So wait.
So why the fuck are you playing country music at Rudy's?
I thought you said there was a guy with a banjo there. You're just saying they had country music on?
Yeah. 4 or 5 songs in a fucking row.
Was anyone else upset?
No, I don't give a fuck who was upset. They have no class. They don't have roots. They don't have roots in the community. I don't have nothing in this world. I don't have a family, but I grew up here, and this is all I got left. And every time I go to Hudson County Park, I see fucking these 4-foot people with bags and people eating corn. We didn't eat corn in Hudson County when I was growing up. You know what I'm saying? No. We had ice cream or Hashway's Deli or pizza. Now they got sweet corn. You know what I'm saying?
With the little cheese on top and the... Yeah, it's good.
Leave me the fuck alone. That's good. Because you're another fucking Momo, okay?
Do they have good elote in the park?
You don't understand where I'm coming from. That shit is good. But not in Hudson County Park.
Right.
Okay? They even put a Cuban place in there. I don't want it in there because that means the food ain't going to be that good. You have to ship it from the restaurant over. They cook. There's rats down there. There's fucking seashells. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. Whatever the fuck they got down there, those little pigeons and the shit down there. You know, I know Hudson County for what it is, man. I fucking went to a basketball camp down there, and I fell in love with Jersey City. And I fell in love with Hoboken, the Benders, the people who took me on when my family died. Then the Ascaleses. Everybody I grew up with is from Hoboken, and they all stand for something. They all stand for something. You know?
And is music like a slippery slope? Like, is that
just
not
like a slippery slope? But at least stick to the fucking neighborhood. This is Sinatraville.
Okay.
So if you're not playing Sinatra, I really don't want to fucking hear your music.
Right.
Because every time I step out on Anderson, Bergen Line, Kennedy, I hear, I fucking, oh my God. Me and my daughter got in an Uber in New York the other day.
What did it smell like?
Dog, I had to open the window.
I told you, I knew it.
You want air conditioner? I go, no. This is air. And he goes, why? It's hot out. I go, why? It smells like somebody farted in here for 8 hours straight. Like, that's what it smelled like.
Yeah.
Like, if I came in here and just farted for 8 hours straight, in the movie theater, I was smelling myself. I still had the fucking fart on me. Not till I got home off the ferry. I had to stand out there and air out in that fucking Hudson County dead man water, Mako Lake of death over there. I'm fucking getting salt water. That's how I got it out.
Yeah.
In the movie theater. I could still smell the fucking fart.
Oh, it kills you.
It was, listen, I'm not.
It's not a fart. I don't think it's a fart. I think they haven't bathed in a long time.
He had a ride from fucking Maryland to Kennedy Airport, and the guy didn't need a laxative. And that guy just kept farting, and he's on the phone, because they're on the phone talking to whoever the fuck.
Who are they talking to all day?
I don't know.
For 10
they're
hours?
Like black people in prison. You ever go to prison?
No.
On the phone all day with some chick. Yeah. I'm over here. Yeah, how can this chick get a job? How's she going to watch the kids? How's she going to cook? You got the fucking lady on the phone all fucking day.
Constantly.
If you got to walk down the street and talk to somebody, you're a little retarded. Put the fucking phone away. Pay attention to your surroundings. You're walking through beautiful air and you're out. And then you got those idiots that put it on
Speaker.
Like, I want to hear that retard. Because they want everybody to hear, yeah, so make an offer of $80,000. I can't, Bob. I don't need it. Shut that shit up, man.
It's the worst.
Listen, guys, I'm going through some changes.
I can see that.
I really, really, really have been going through some changes lately. I have to call a dear friend of mine tomorrow and apologize for my behavior. I've told you guys for a long time, I'm getting old. I'm not getting grumpy. I'm getting sick and tired. And people are very nice, and I get it. But every once in a while, people think they're cute, and they don't get it. I got in trouble when I was a kid, a lot. And then I got a piece of advice one day, and they said, I want you to start using your ears. Listen to what people are saying. Really tap into what they're saying. So the next time you see them, I want you to practice and bring something up from their life. That's your homework when you talk to somebody. They go, I got a little sister. I don't care about your little sister, but the next time I see you, I'm going to say your little sister. You follow me? I don't even know what we're talking about here.
You were talking about that you're not getting old, you're getting...
Okay, I'm getting a little sick and tired.
Yeah.
When I tell you something one time, it's not for you to take it and throw it away. And then fucking, if you say to me, Joey, I have a business that I want you to be a part of, and I go, George, listen, I'm 62. I got a daughter. I don't want to do shit. I got to go back on Twitter and talk about weed and shit at my age with a 12-year-old daughter. So there's some things that you can't give me enough money to do. I don't want it. I don't want it. So when I tell you that one time, get the fuck out. Like, stop. It's not going to work out for you. And people always want to push together. And then they all become like your fucking aunt at Thanksgiving. We all have that aunt that, you just want something normal. Can I get mashed potatoes? You never had my mashed potatoes. I put turnips and snake shit and something else. And I got to be like impressed. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then even though you told them you don't like it, they still give it to you.
That'll piss you off.
And that's good till you're about 12. And then one day you got to ask your aunt, can I ask you a question? When you take it in the ass, do you mind what honey it is? Whatever, something to throw them off, to understand what your point is.
Right.
Some people refuse to. So I got a call this week at 9 a.m. from somebody. I'm not awake, but he's such a dear friend of mine that I called him back out of respect. I'm headed to the dentist to take stitches out of my mouth. I answer the phone. I love this guy. Me and this guy were criminals together right in North Bergen 40 fucking years ago. Just the fact that he's still alive and he's still got heart. So he says to me that he's got a studio somewhere and he wants me to dump this one and go over there because I could save money. And I'm like, I'm not interested. I'm not interested. I like going up there. And he's like, well, why would you want to go up to that shithole? And right away, dog, I have other reasons why I go up there. Well, what are they? None of your fucking. And I just went off and hung up on him because he wouldn't stop with the, it's better down here. They're opening up restaurants. I'm sick of all you motherfuckers telling me about what the fuck I know. We just got Cuban food tonight, a couple Cuban sandwiches. Not the best, but you're not going to get a sandwich like that in Pennsylvania or anywhere else. The only place, or anywhere else in this country, except Miami. If you want a sandwich like that, it's going to be Miami. Yeah, your friend has a place in Nashville and they do Cuban food. That's garbage. That's some guy with pulled pork. He don't know about Cuban food. They eat it just to be cute. No, I want Cuban. You're not going to get a better sandwich than that.
You don't have the office here because of the Cuban food, and I think...
Listen, look at that fucking Greek food you took home to go that your shit is still bleeding from.
Listen,
that's like a fucking... Ice should be raiding them any day now.
What, my colon?
That shit, and it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
Oh, no, that place was good for midnight
this is
or whenever we
County,
went.
Motherfucker. Yeah. Go up to Fort Lee and look at the cannonball. George Washington landed here. They had like a war out here somewhere, didn't they? George Washington, Fort Abe Lincoln up the corner, and Fort Lee. That's why it's Fort fucking Lee. Okay?
I didn't know. Okay.
I don't even know why it's still Fort Lee because wasn't he a pedophile? He had like the first black slave. Everybody had a slave, but poor fucking Fort Lee, whatever his fucking name is. What's the guy's name? Something Robert E. Lee, right? That's what.
No, that's in the South, I would imagine.
Huh?
Robert E. Lee's like the other war, the Civil War.
Okay, I don't know. I just heard Lee, and I know he ain't Chinese. I know fucking Fort Lee is not named after a Chinese dude. Maybe now, and even then it's Korean. But the guy Lee, he was blonde. You can go up there and there's a cannonball. There's still a cannonball, and it says like right here, George Washington took a nap. Dog, this area has always been booming. This is the #1 area to see Martians. In my world, and I traveled all across this country, none of that shit with Guy Fieri, because I ate food that you eat when you're fucking broke. I was a feature act, so you can't come to me with no stories. You follow me?
Right.
I ate feature act food. It wasn't, Chris Walensky. No, it was not like that. It was feature act food. So when I refer you to a place, it's feature act food. It's feature act budget. And I had one of those places across the country. And in my world, that's the restaurant you want to eat at.
Oh, yeah.
Because they respect you for being an American. You respect them. They give you $1 worth of food, and you give them $1. And that's it. No fancy, no harpos, no, oh my God, well, Gigi goes there. I don't give a fuck what Gigi does.
Especially for certain kinds of food, like
yes.
Mexican
like,
food.
Dog, tell these motherfuckers when I take you to Denver, how much is the tab at that place?
Oh, my God.
Tell them what the breakfast is in there.
A fucking green chili, eggs, and then green chili and everything. I had green chili on a breakfast quesadilla, on a burger.
What's the price?
The whole bill for both of us was like maybe $30-$40.
You're fucking crazy.
Really? Less?
They have a special at that place, Bob's number 2, every morning.
Joe, wait.
Yeah.
Sam's.
They have a special. They give you 2 eggs, a bowl of chili, and something else for fucking $4.99.
Oh, I don't know if it's $4.99.
It's $4.99 for the breakfast, and a bowl of chili $6.99. So you're fucking crazy. Go on the fucking menu. Go on the fucking menu.
Sam's number 3 in
Sam's
Denver.
number 3. They probably raised the prices, but dog, those are the cheapest prices. When you walk in there, it says it. Been on fucking
Denver's best diner.
Oh, it's great. It's right next to the Comedy Works.
Like it. Nothing like it, brother. Downtown. That's where we go. Downtown.
Yep.
Right up the corner. From
I've
the
been to
Comedy
both.
Works. That is something that I've never seen, the green chili. And they used to have another place, too, that had a bunch of locations in Denver. And that place was world fucking class, too. All this food is dirt fucking cheap.
60 gallons of green chili a day.
Oh, and it's good. It would be 62 if Joey and I lived there. Because
You have no idea. Nicky pork chops. If I take you there, you'll put green chili on everything. Because it goes on everything. Eggs, a cheeseburger, fucking burritos, cereal. Like if you're eating cornflakes, put some green chili on that motherfucker.
Oh, and
how much? How much?
Let's see.
The bowl of chili is still $6.
Weekday
they have early bird.
Special.
I love early bird.
Yeah,
specials.
I'm an early bird. I'm an old man. What's the price, brother? And look how many early bird specials they got. How many?
The cheapest one is the one you're talking about. It's got $9.99.
Okay, what do they give you?
They give you bacon, sausage, 2 eggs, scrambled or regular, and toast. $9.99.
So if you couldn't hear, bacon, sausage, 2 eggs, and toast for $9.99.
And the bowl of chili.
That's crazy.
So it's 16 with a bowl of chili.
So at least at $32.40.
Yeah, I wasn't that far off. Trust me, I know numbers.
Listen,
but
I went there. I remember the first time I went there by myself before radio, and the tab was $8, and I gave her obviously a 20.
Right.
And I told her, "You just saved my fucking day." But look at those specials, guys. That's why I could send anybody. That's what I'm trying to say to you. I could send anybody there and go, "That's a fucking restaurant." If you don't like that place, then we don't even need to ever talk again. Because the burgers were great. I don't like burgers. They got a Mexican burger that they put in a fucking
tortilla.
A tortilla. No. This place is the real shit. I went to the place I took you that I lived and died. I've been going there since 1984.
And where?
That's how loyal I've been to those motherfuckers. And when I go to I would go to San Jose.
Oh,
the
Original
most
Joe's.
boringest town where hookers would come up to us as we were walking to the club in a mall with kids and shit. It's outside, but hookers. Every time I went there, one time during the week, a hooker would just come up, and you thought she was coming off the train because the train runs on the street. You have to cross it.
Right.
Remember, there's a movie theater. That's what we called the hooker for you. And
she didn't show
made
up.
the bed.
I did
You
make
made
the bed.
Yeah, we called him. Hurry up, we got a hooker down here.
No, he called me for like 18 times over 2 hours.
He takes an hour. Where you been? He goes, I had to make the bed, Lee. She's a fucking hooker. And then
I did. You didn't even have, but yeah, I did make the bed. But hold
that
on.
place there,
Original Joe's.
Original Joe's.
Yeah,
I've been going to Original Joe's, San Francisco, 1984 in the fucking Tenderloin. That's what my loyalty is. Why? Because when I was flat fucking broke, I'd go in there and get a bowl of pasta. They give you when you're broke, you eat bread. You know what I'm saying? You milk that fucking bread and that meatball, and you get that cheese and start eating that too. And there was a waiter, Mr. Something. He's Chinese.
Okay.
And every time I went, he knew. And I would bring him like cocktails. And whenever I stole and I made money, I'd give him money. Like I'd give him for all the tips that I'd miss out on.
Right.
So he used to give me Nutty Irishman, which is like Kahlua and
Baileys?
No, amaretto and
is Bailey's at all?
Bailey's. Amaretto and Bailey's with a little whatever. And, he would always give me those. You don't get drunk on those.
Right.
But I would sit there with my little martini glass because they all had they're all waiters.
Suits.
With black on and suits. And I would sit there like Sinatra. Here I am, 1985, San Francisco. If they could only see me now in North Bergen.
Oh.
Living like a doctor in this motherfucker.
And what does Sam's and Original Joe's have in common?
Bro.
They both have a bar, like where you can just sit. At, what is it? What is that called? It's not called a bar at a restaurant. It looks like a bar. Like you can just sit as one person at any restaurant. Sam's and Original Joe's has.
Oh yeah. They have the counter.
Counter. That's
they have a counter with the spinning seats.
I
you can
love
sit
the
there
counter.
by yourself.
The counter's the best spot at any restaurant.
Any restaurant. I know of an Original Joe's.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They got the fucking counter too, dog. Original Joe's got an Italian hamburger. Look at me. With steak fries at 11 o'clock at night.
Says it right here. $25.
But it's good. It's a $25 burger.
It's a fucking Joe famous
like steak
hamburger sandwich. Unfucking believable. That's where I'm going to send you.
Right.
The other day again, I saw a thing on Instagram. The top Cuban restaurants in Miami. The restaurant I've been talking about since 1999. Porter Sagua with the gay waiter. Still in the top 5. And they can't be expensive. No. My friend went to Gloria Estefan. It was $300 to eat Cuban food. You got robbed, bitch.
Right.
I hope Gloria played the fiddle or fucking something because you got robbed. I sent him to fucking that place the next day. He's like, Joey, $67. My whole family ate. And we ate like fucking, I don't know how it is now. It's down by Collins Avenue. But it still made the top fucking 10 list.
Dude.
That's what I believe in. I'm not going to send you. I don't want to see. Listen, anybody could send you to oh my God, the River Palms. The waiter, he rubs your foot. Sometimes not everybody that watches this show could get their feet rubbed at a fucking restaurant. You know what I'm saying?
And let's just even say like Morton's. Sometimes it'll be a good steak. You'll have a good time, but you'll drop $300. It's also great to go to Original Joe's and spend $40 on you need to have like reasonable prices. Like that makes a huge difference. If you enjoyed it or not. I would have enjoyed it for $30.
I can't refer people to anything anymore. Like if you told me, listen, I'm so old, I'm out of tune with life and the Metropolitan, whatever. But I can't refer you to a Yankee game or a Met game. Because if you have 2 kids, that's $400 that you don't have. $400 is conservative. I just mistaked on that because it's $160 a ticket.
I was going to say.
That's 2 kids and your wife and you. And what are you going to go? Sit there and look straight ahead and not eat hot dogs? The kids, what are you going to do? Give them fucking Chinese Yankee hats from Chinatown with the Y upside down? I mean, and that's who I think about when I think about those games or a restaurant or something. I'm like, what about the family of fucking 4 that have to eat? Like the other night I saw an app and 2 entrees for something. One of those Australian restaurants.
Outback?
Yeah, you're going to shit blood. You're not even going to make it home. You're not even going to make it home. But America that's a night out now in America.
Oh, yeah.
For a family of 4. That's a sad fucking truth.
Even just a single, honestly, last night, I had in my head I wanted to go to a diner and get breakfast after my spot. I didn't go because I looked at the menu before. I just had a feeling it was going to cost me $40 to $50 to just get eggs and bacon. Between that, a drink, to sit there, a tip. And I was like, it's not worth it. I'm just not, because we've talked a lot about places being empty. And I think people just look at it, they're like, I'll just do... we've had Factor before. That's why they're huge now. It's like, why would I go
and drop 40 when I could drink a Factor or something in the morning just to hold me over till 10 till the fucking guy comes to the office with burritos or something.
Yeah.
Or a taco, whatever you get at 10:15 for that first break. But when I refer a restaurant, it's not going to be a high-end place. That's not my bag at all.
Right.
It's going to be a place where I love look at what we talk about all the time. It's not the best restaurant in the world. It's not. Las Palmas. It's a good Cuban restaurant. It's a very good Cuban restaurant. But what do I like it the most? Because 5 of us could go there and we drop $1.20.
Well, that's what I think the difference is with that place. And I'm not a Cuban
and I'm
expert.
Not cheap.
You're not cheap.
I'm happier there.
And
people think they're going to go to a restaurant and pay $400, and you're sitting around it's like Tony Montana. You're all a bunch of fucking mummies. You eat this fucking food It's the same. It's just a bunch of people being the same shit with a tuxedo on.
Right.
You know, whatever the fuck they're doing, sitting there eating a meal. I can't eat a meal with a suit on. That's
No,
a
you're
funeral.
not comfortable?
That's a funeral. I got to sit there with hoop-doop-de-doo shoes on. Man, I want to sit with sweats, and you got to put your balls to it. You got to be like Moses, you know, like when you got to part those balls. You got to stretch out your little legs.
Are you parting them now?
I've always parted them.
I have.
What do you mean part? I just go, and part them. So you have more space at the movie theater. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my dude! But that's like with Las Palmas. To me, a white dude, their quality of food would be worth more.
Dog, the breakfast there, that breakfast, you're not gonna eat lunch.
No.
Well, maybe you.
Yeah.
But
listen, you'd be right there with me, Mr. Hash.
Listen.
Like we'd be going. You never ate when we were in LA.
What do you mean?
You're just saying I'm the only one eating.
I eat.
You ate all the potato tacos I ate.
Oh, bro, what would you do right now?
Ooh.
What would Nick do if he tasted one of those potato tacos?
He'd move to LA.
Nice
he'd be the mayor of
taco.
LA in 6 years.
The potatoes were perfect. It was like a mash mixed with fucking
And that little
cheese
salsa after.
and salsa. Fuego, motherfucker.
Yeah, dude. That is what's fun about going, like any traveling, or even just, dude. That's my favorite part of going anywhere. If I know I'm going to a city, I spend like weeks looking up places.
I'm gonna surprise you, motherfuckers. I just got a date in Chicago.
Really?
I don't know if I could take it. It's a weird date. We're trying to get a Wednesday show. That's the type of town that you got two options. Yeah, you could call a friend. I'd say recommend me to somewhere, and they'll recommend you something. Oh, we'll just take a walk on the south side and take a chance.
Yeah.
And then
or both. Or we do one recommendation, one chance.
We went to that place, Italian Beef.
Yeah.
Remember you went with me? It was in
Dude,
a fucking...
that was a great weekend.
You get out of the car there, you're looking both ways, Jack. Woo, loaded.
Dude, that was my
when
first
you get out of the car there, you're looking both ways. You got to have a guy with his foot on the pedal in case the place gets robbed when you're in there. Oh, yeah, it's real. But that Italian Beef, and you get the beef. We always get the beef with the peppers. Then we get the beef with the sausage in the middle.
Yeah, that blew my fat mind.
Oh, my fucking God.
Dude, when the first time I had it with you was in whatever it's called. Not where you shot the special. And we pulled up with one of your friends, and it's a dipped beef with a foot-long sauce in the same sandwich. And it's just on them. It's not a secret menu. It's just on the menu. And people are ordering it on a normal like Tuesday. I love Chicago. Oh my God. They understand in Chicago.
The thing about Chicago is my type of city because you can just go for a short walk and you'll smell something. You'll smell something and go, what the fuck is that? And then you'll look and you'll go, ew. That's the first thing that comes to your mind. You'll look at the glass and go, ew. They haven't cleaned that glass in years, but it does smell good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then you look at the menu and you're like, I'm going to give it a shot. And you go in there. And that's where that's where you're like, oh, I'm in Chicago. Let me tell you what I fell in love with in Chicago. All of you are going to hate me. I'm going to get hate mail. I'm walking in Chicago, smoking a joint in like an affluent neighborhood. Whatever. It's it's where the Zanies downtown.
Right.
Which I don't like that neighbor. Too many
I
white
haven't been
people.
there yet.
I like the other one. With the crazy workaholics, the Polacks and shit. But they put you down there. And one day I went for a walk, and it's a beautiful neighborhood. And I'll tell you what I stopped for, and I got hooked.
What's that?
Coconut oatmeal and coconut milk with little pieces of coconut on top of that motherfucker in Chicago. Like, I'm like, they're poisoning me. Breakfast in Chicago, it's a blue-collar city.
What should you get?
It's fucking like June. Why should I get oatmeal? I went in there, and I took a picture of it, and I took a picture of the thing on the menu, and I told my wife, start making coconut oatmeal every fucking morning. For like a year, I took it. I love, and when Texas, I go to Houston because, again, it used to be the cheapest place in the city and the cheap place in the country for people to go out to dinner. That's one of my favorites. A family of 8 could go out for the small lady. I'm happy about that.
Yeah, that'd be great.
All those little restaurants like that. But anyway, we're going to take a breather, and then we're going to come back. We're going to talk about a couple things that happened the last few weeks, okay? Stay black, cocksuckers. We'll be back. What's happening, beautiful people? Uncle Joey here. I want to talk to you about something. You're not getting any younger. Neither am I. Look at me. I got a beard now. If you're on the hunt for a natural way to stop ache and pains like I am, check out Cornbread Hemp. Their CBD gummies are made with the purest and most potent CBD because the flower is the only part of the plant they use. When you want something that gets the job done, you want Cornbread Hemp. Let me tell you something. These gummies are delicious also. They got blueberry breeze, they got blood orange, they got watermelon, and you can mix them up every day like I do. All their products are third-party lab tested and USDA organic, so you know you're taking something safe and pure. So do me a favor right now. Everybody's got this, that, this. This is Uncle Joey telling you. Right now, church listeners can save 30% on their first order. Just head over to cornbreadhemp.com/church. Again, cornbreadhemp.com/church. CHURCH. And use code CHURCH. It's that easy at checkout. That's cornbreadhemp.com/church and use code CHURCH. CHURCH. Don't be using code house. I know a lot of you people get confused. It's code CHURCH. CHURCH at cornbreadhemp.com. We're back, Jack. So anyway, I was getting to you guys about that I went off on my friend, and I really apologize. I got to call him tomorrow and tell him I'm sorry because I don't want to go to Pennsylvania. And the reason why I was mad at him, not mad at him, but I had an undertone of anger, was because the guy I met, and again, he offered me a weed thing. I told him no, and you know, like when somebody tells you something, they don't want you, but they're kind of assuming you're going to go, I want in on that. And then I talked to him once, and I go, I don't want to do anything. I'm busy with my daughter. I don't want to do anything. I appreciate it. And then he did something, and I made a mistake taking it. That's where it was wrong. Because now that gives people the green light to torture you whenever the fuck they want. And it was, before I got the thing, I think I counted 27 emails. 27 emails of what's in it, who made it, who grew it. Guys, I'm busy. I got time to sit here and read 10 minutes of your company history. Nor do I give a fuck. And then he started hitting my Instagram, which really started pissing me off. Because that thing vibrates. I'm getting rid of that thing. I'm in my dentist office, I'm getting drilled. And I'm getting goofy people. And he was one of them, sending me pictures of this is me with Nick in 1984. I don't care. I got my eye fucked up. They got 20 needles in my mouth. I'm thinking it's my daughter or my wife. I reach in my phone, and it's this fucking jerk-off shit. Or a meme or something like that, which I'm not a meme guy. I'm not a meme guy. I don't laugh at those things. I've never laughed at a fucking meme. The only one was when fucking Joe Rogan interviewed Connor when he broke his leg. Then for a week, they had him interviewing people in bad spots. And when they had the one with Jesus, when he had the ladder interviewing Jesus, that was some classic fucking shit.
But other than that, no memes.
Other than that, it's got to be something outlandish. But the black guy with the big dick sitting on the bed. How many times are you going to send me that? Go to life. You know what I'm saying? The guy from the fucking Tiger Whip, that show on Netflix that he fucked the tiger. Everybody started making memes. I don't want to see that show. Shit. Yeah, I don't like that shit. Since I'm a kid, I don't like that shit. It doesn't do anything for me. So he wasn't sending me memes, but I got 20 other people. I get up in the morning, I go on Facebook. And I don't go right on the computer. I drink my coffee. I talk to my wife. I do 1,000 things. I'm prepared to go into the computer. I look at it with an open heart. First, I go on DraftKings because I'm doing this thing on the casino. If you hit it, you get 300 credits every day, 300 stars. So fuck it. I go on DraftKings. I see what the schedule is. Then I go on Facebook and all that other stupidity. And every time I open Facebook, I don't know what I'm going to get. It's always fucking, and then it's not even Facebook that's bad. It's Messenger, right? The shit that you don't see, that people send you for years. And then you'll see like, this number doesn't take calls. You could call me on Facebook. You could hit that number till your face turns purple. I'm never going to hear it. I don't even hear it. And every once in a while I hear it ringing. I go, what the fuck is that? I think the alarm's going off or I need a pill. I don't even know what the fuck it is. And there's nights I wake up and I got missed calls from people. People get hammered or they're going to kill themselves and they want to call me on Facebook. Like, leave me the fuck alone, man.
One of those are very different things. Oh my god.
What's
Dude,
that?
getting hammered versus killing yourself. You might want to pick up the killing yourself ones.
Guys, I don't look at that. I want you guys to know that when I'm in the middle of something, and if that text goes off, and I look at it, and it's not something to do with what is on my mind, so sometimes I just erase it. I don't even open it. I just erase it.
Dude, that was one of the angrier you've been at me. I think it was on one of the first times I was on your podcast after LA, and I was just responding to people, I think on Twitter, and I didn't uncheck you from the reply. I would have thought you would have turned notifications off. You followed by a million something people. Why do you get a notification? Dude, you call me fucking stop replying.
Yeah, because the funny thing about you is you think I know how to turn the notification off. That's
Ask
when you
somebody.
just come to my house and act. I don't even know it exists, Lee.
What do you mean?
I'm worried about more things, other things in life.
Yeah,
you think I'm worried about the notification?
Comment, you're getting a ding.
It doesn't matter. Next time you see something, get in your fucking car, come over, and go. I'm doing this thing on your computer. You're driving me crazy, and I'll accept it.
Okay.
And you'll do it for me in front of me, and I'll say thank you. Okay. And on the way out, I'm like, thank God he did it, because I'll never do that again.
Okay, I'll do that today.
I'm not going to do it.
Oh,
Always remember that with me. All you fucking idiots. Joey, you're doing it. Listen, guys, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just taking a lucky fucking chance and doing a video or whatever, and it worked out. I don't know what else is going on. I don't know about notifications. I get hit up by Instagram every day. Click on to make money. Every day, I end up some other page. I don't know where the fuck I'm going.
Oh,
People think it's fucking insane. I don't know what I'm doing. I have been saying this for 15 years that I am an idiot savant. I know how to tell stories, and I know how to go to a restaurant and order. That's it. That's it. I don't know anything else. I don't know. I know how to do laundry, but my wife won't let me put it in the dryer because she says I'll blow the fucking dryer up. I cooked something the other day. I took my wife out to dinner. She was at a softball game. I was headed to the softball game. I go, honey, don't make me breakfast. I'm going to heat up the fucking thing. I put 3 pieces of Wagyu on the fucking frying pan, the potatoes. I ate them. I smoked some pot. I got in the car. I drove a half hour. Then I came back because I thought I left the oven on. And, and the oven was shut off. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm one of those guys. That's why I don't do that shit in the morning. You know how many times I was already in the YMCA doing laps, and I'm like, did I turn the candle off? God damn it. And I had to go out the Y. You think I'm kidding you? I'd walk home with the fucking pants and flip-flops and the mask on my head, fucking cursing everybody. And I go upstairs and the candle would be off. That's why I don't do anything in the morning. That's why I don't cook, put anything in the dryer, put the oven on, put the coffee in. This fucking guy. These people, everybody's like, Joey, we're thinking of getting you, what's that coffee machine that you got to Nescafe, all that shit is world class. George Clooney, Brad Pitt, that's my world. I just don't get it because I'm not a big coffee guy. But when I wake up in the morning, my wife knows, just fill it up with water for me. Don't make me get up and then I'll be watering that thing. Because I will rip it right off that fucking counter and nobody will drink coffee. Because I'm not good to anybody in the morning. It's like if I got to get up, I told her today, for the first time in 25 years, I swear to God, today I told her, I go, do not put my coffee cup in the dishwasher no more. Why? I go, why? Because you didn't make breakfast Sunday and Saturday. I got up Sunday and there was no coffee cup. I had to use a different one. And when I open up the dishwasher, my coffee cup is in the dishwasher with my other coffee cup. So for 3 days, because you didn't make breakfast, I didn't get a clean coffee shop. That's white people shit. Just rinse my coffee shop. If not, I'll rinse it. It's that easy. Rinse it. And you put it on the thing and let it dry. But you're making me wait 2 days for a fucking coffee cup because you want to put it through a fucking stupid dishwasher? That's white people shit. Our parents did not use a dishwasher. They wash with their fucking elbows. Everybody in America now, I don't even want to take a fork at people's house no more. Everything is in the dishwasher. Yeah. You gotta fucking wash your fork with hot water. That's why your mother put the gloves on. Remember those fucking gloves you thought your mother was making meth? No.
Dishwashers have hot water.
Huh?
Dishwashers use hot water.
No, they don't. They have a temperature gauge.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 66, and they shoot steam to confuse you. No. That's why white people get all those diseases, and they got guts and shit. Nick, tell him about the white chick with the dirty feet at my daughter's softball game the other day. No, they're pinga. Only in New Jersey. Now you want to know. You want to learn the country, you got to go to South Jersey. The feet on her, the dirt, and she was jumping up and down, doing meth. I don't even want to talk about it. At a kid's softball game. Yeah, he's got video. It's but anyway,
another parent?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Let's talk about what we're talking about here. What are we talking about?
Washing dishes by hand.
Yeah, why do we have to do this? Every morning I get up and I see a Sunday cup and my daughter didn't rinse it. Nothing pisses me off. I don't care if you dirty the dishes. Just do me a favor, rinse it. So when I go to wash them the next day, I don't have to fucking get a fucking concrete thing to pull out your fucking shit.
Dude, do you do the dishes? Like, you've never known you had like so many rules
No,
about...
you know what I do? I just drain them. I fucking sit. Because my wife, she likes to put them in the dishwasher. I don't believe in dishwashers. No.
What?
No.
Then why have a dishwasher?
I make a protein shake for 3 days. I'm walking around looking for the fucking blender. No. You take the blender. If you finish that shake, as soon as you finish it, you put the hot water on. As you're drinking the shake, the water's coming out, and you're already getting the hot water prepped. So when you put that fucking shake in there, it kills all that milk immediately, and the ice cream and the soy milk and everything else. And then you take it, and then you open up the bottom, because that's where the shit develops. And you clean that out with soap and whatever the fuck, and you separate it. So when you make a shake again, because what gets you sick isn't you drinking out of the top like an animal like me. People will go, well, you're a fucking cannibal. You don't even put it in a milkshake. Why am I going to dirty another dish? Again, white people shit. If it's you alone, why are we doing this to dirty another dish? Fish are running out of water, but you're going to use another dish. This is what they tell you, but everybody thinks green. Oh my God, I'm so green. No, you're not.
Oh, I love a paper plate.
Me too. And you throw it away.
Yeah, it's the best.
Forget about paper plates, okay?
Oh, sorry.
You take that thing apart. It's the black thing, the ringer, and the fucking washer. That's where the junk develops. If not, I got to wait 3 days, and she's not even doing that. She's just putting it in a thing, and then you wonder why your skin is turning yellow. Because you're drinking homogenized fucking not milk. Do you understand? There's just little things that you have to take a little bit more effort. This is the Cuban side of my house. When I grew up, you think your mother got a mop like that? Mr. Clean?
A Swiffer?
My mother would come in here, move all this. This carpet would get rolled up, and this was 3 times a week.
She rolled the
carpet?
This
is a Cuban woman's house. Carpet gets rolled up. All this shit gets pushed to the top. She'd go in that bathroom, fill up a cup, and start fucking hitting the floors with hot water, and then fucking laundry soap, and then Cuban cologne to take the spirit out, to put the spirit out of the house. When you walked in that house, your house smelled like fucking Jesus' lead. That's a Spanish woman's home. That's how you fucking clean the floor. Now, or white people now with the vacuum that vacuums himself.
Oh, yeah, that's cool. Roomba. Yeah. You don't like that?
No.
Why? No. It does it for you.
Because this is the level we're sinking to in our homes. And this is your home. This ain't your car. This ain't your building. This is your home. This is your fucking home. This is where you eat. This is where your fucking kids are growing. This is everything. And that's the difference. I grew up in a house where it started in the fucking kitchen, and it was hot water with buckets, and it was like going to the hot dog factory. The meat comes out of the ceiling, and it hits the floor, and you got 2 Puerto Ricans putting salt on the meat, and you got 10 Puerto Ricans pushing it into a hole. That's how it is. You don't clean the floor with a mop. It's hot water. You can see the steam coming up as she's throwing that fucking perfume on, and what's the yellow dishwashing detergent? Palmolive. Whatever. Yeah. And they put Clorox in that motherfucker to kill the fucking...
Oh, bleach.
Bleach, too. That's how you clean a floor. But
she was just throwing bleach around your house?
Oh, yeah. Damn. I love that smell in the morning. That's when you know your house is fucking clean. Don't you want to take a shit and your house is shiny and your toilet smell? Listen, you take a shit in a medium toilet or a fucking place that, like every night, listen, I always, my bathroom is disgusting. Okay? But guess what? I earned that fucking right. I earned that right. For years, I shared a bathroom with 22 fucking people. All your life, you share a bathroom with 22 people. Finally, my wife gets a house. I got my own bathroom.
So that's yours.
I don't put my dick in the thing. I shit high. Half the time, I roll my knuckle in the shit, and it sticks with the paper or her towel on the bottom. Yeah, she don't even put the towel bucket. Every time she uses her towel, it's like, for some reason, my towel smells like shit. Yeah, because you put it in the area where I wipe. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh, my God.
And then nobody's got a cool bathroom no more.
What's a cool
When I was growing up, there was a thing with a stick. That's it, right here, at arm's distance. You pulled it. Now white people have a thing that, so if you pull it, the whole paw falls down. Or I got to make a complete fucking turn like The Exorcist to get paper out of here. It's all the way back. Go to a hotel. It's all the way creeped and like a hole back here. I got to be the Fantastic Four, Slinky, whatever his fucking name is, with a long arm. And you got to sit there as you're shitting and take that. And 9 out of 10, they use shitty toilet paper. So when it rips, now you got all this fucking paper going around like confetti, and you're wiping your ass with little pieces, big pieces. You don't even fucking know anymore. It's a nightmare hotel anymore. And then if you're a nice hotel, what happened to the fucking shower stick? What happened to the door of my shower? I gotta take a shower with the fucking door wide open. I gotta sit there with the door waiting for somebody to come in. I don't even have a level of fucking protection no more. $400 a night. Where's the fucking shower door? No shower door.
I'm so sorry.
$400 a night. They don't have a shower door. You're in there fucking freezing. And then they give you that portable thing, the fucking stick. I don't want the stick. I want the shower in the wall, connected. I don't want that stick. That's when you really freeze. So now I'm freezing with the stick shower, and I got no fucking curtain here. I'm sorry. I got emotional about hotels anymore. I'm sick of them.
Oh, my God.
I'm going back to New York.
Dude, I'm
Route 3.
Learning so many new rules about. I had no idea about dishes.
I'm looking at my bathroom. I got to turn all the way around to get toilet paper.
So where's your toilet paper?
Take a shit over here. So that means only this hip moves. I'm like the one golfer in Happy Madison with that slit his fucking thing. That slit his fucking thing, okay? It's only one side.
Right. So
the paper's right here. If the paper's right here, and the TV's there, you got a ball hanging out, you're scratching, you're watching the Yankees, you're sniffing your fingers, somebody's calling you, Nick, Coco's on the phone. I'll call him back. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be bothered. You're in your bathroom.
Did you put a TV in your bathroom?
Fuck yeah. Always.
Did you really?
Not now. It's too small, this bathroom.
Oh, I thought you just redid it.
No. When I lived in Hollywood, I had a TV. We had an old little TV. I won it in a contest or something in Hollywood. I stole it from a set.
And
there's
you just...
better.
Holy shit.
Listen, there's nothing better than wiping your ass while you're seeing what the weather is. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. You're wiping your ass accordingly. Ooh, it's going to be 90. I got to dig deep in there because if I don't, I'm going to have a fucking spicy asshole by 2 o'clock. You have to do the weather while you're fucking drying your ass or your balls.
How much time are you spending on the toilet?
3 minutes. I'm not a long timer. That's for losers. I ain't got that type of time.
So you bring the TV in for 3 minutes?
No, I turn it on. You don't bring it in. You go, you sit down.
Right.
Listen, when I shit, when I put my pants down and I sit, I get the first whiff of ass because I don't wait till the last minute to shit. I ain't got time. I'm not going to sit there for 2 hours and read the paper and fucking Bitcoin report. That's never been me, okay? When I go to the bathroom, when I sit, I'm like, oh, my God. I already sat in my ass face, okay? And it just starts pouring out, ba, pee, ba, ba, ba. And I just sit there. Sometimes, if I know I'm going to be there a long time, I'll get a Kleenex fucking towel, wipe my phone, and play fucking dominoes. Whatever. Not dominoes, but
DraftKings.
Wheel of Fortune. That's the only reason I'll sit there like 8 minutes. And I will let everything come out. But it's killing me because I'm wasting my time. I should be out earning. But I'm sitting there like a fucking idiot waiting for everything to come out of my asshole. And then I just put the game away. I wipe it again.
Yeah, you're watching the weather, though, is what I was talking about.
No, the weather's on TV.
I understand it's on TV, but
again, if I go in there at 9:20, there ain't no weather. I got to wait till 9:40, so null the fucking weather. Then I go on the computer and I go, New Jersey, 7-day weather. That's it. Everything is different. We have to improvise. That's the word I'm looking for.
I appreciate that.
But yeah, you have to make your bathroom experience. Somewhere in this country, we decided to make the bathroom experience 40 minutes. They figured out that after like 8 minutes, you're just getting hemorrhoids. You're
Yeah,
really
that's why I was
getting
asking how long
hemorrhoids.
you're sitting there
So
for.
you want to be in there quick. That's why at night you got to eat an apple, 2 cups of coffee, reefer, all that. It's George made a point 3 or 4 years ago, and it is absolutely true. You can do whatever you want the night before reefer-wise. You got to drink coffee, 2 cups, go to the bathroom, shit, and take a shower. When you come out of that shower, because of that shit, the shit blows out the THC and anything else that was in there. You don't do that in the morning. You want to do it
but
your way.
I can't control when I shit.
Well, you have to drink coffee. You have to drink
I don't
juice.
like
No,
coffee.
You get up and for 3 hours, you don't drink anything. You know, Lee, there's health issues. You gotta. This is why you're high for 3 fucking days.
Well, that's not why. It's not my lack
3
of
fucking
coffee.
days he was high for.
Yeah, because you got me fucked up last week.
No, I've been getting you fucked up for 12 years.
I know that,
So
and
what's
I've
the
been high.
problem? You're not
Why do you think I
you're not
got so
experienced
fucking
yet at
fat?
this shit yet?
Dude, when we were doing Sundays and Wednesdays, I would be high from Sunday to basically Tuesday afternoon, and then I would get a break until Wednesday night.
And guess what?
What?
You're still here.
I know. I'm not
Stop
complaining.
crying. Yes,
no
you are.
one's crying. You're talking.
Look. Leave him alone, okay?
Leave me alone. You're talking about how high I get.
You just look at the shape of you.
Yeah. What do you
Look
expect?
at the shape of you. Your fucking eyes match your fucking shirt. Like you
Oh,
were
yeah.
sucking dick at a gay bar. Pork pinkies. Look at you. And then they made you serve tacos and shit. What the fuck is wrong with you? A pink
I
shirt.
was waiting for
That's like
it.
a fucking Mexican gay bar you worked at.
It's
Pinkies
not
in San
any better. It's
Diego.
a Boston ice cream
Eric's
place.
the fucking DJ or some shit.
Oh, that'd be a good place.
Anyway, we got to talk about this, so we might as well let it out. Last week was a fucking shocker to me. Last Tuesday, I was somewhere, and I'm driving home, and Dean Delray sends me a text. And I look at it, and it's R.I.P. Ozzy, and I go, I was like, what the fuck is that shit? And I pulled over on the 9, and I called him. I go, what are you talking about? And he goes, dude, Ozzy died. Can you believe that? 14 days after his show.
That's
and I'm
crazy.
like, I could see it happening. He waited, and, he yelled out, God bless him, whatever. And I get back, and I'm driving. And then I just started fucking hitting me, man. I'm like, what the fuck? How did Ozzy Osbourne die? And I'm sitting there, and I always had a fear as a kid. I go, I'm going to have a hard time when Ozzy dies, Charles Bronson. And the last one that's going to kill me is Julius Erving. That's the last guy that's going to go, But it didn't bother me for a little while. I was like, okay. And then I go, let me put on his first solo album. And holy fuck. I just started crying, man. I just started fucking bawling. Because I remember it was just a different time in my life. It wasn't a good time in my life. And I remember that it was all that was keeping me alive at that point. Was that stupid music and the camaraderie we had from listening to it,
Yeah.
And those 2 albums after he put those out, those fucking, going to the Palladium and watching them at the 8:30 show. They did 2 shows and just the whole concert vibe back then. I was thinking about that. I think at one time I went over there with Kurt to see AC/DC. And that's when he told me about the fence. That there was a fence behind the Palladium. And I'm now, you went back there and you picked it open and you went back there and there'd be like 60 people back there. Fucking selling coke, eating Quaaludes and shit. And I went back there. That's where we did coke before AC/DC. He's like, no, we could do coke back here. I go, where? Right behind the Palladium. There was a little fucking, you just picked up the fence. You went in there and there was just fucking people everywhere drinking before concert. And it was very, yeah, it was a great fucking venue. I must have been like in 9th grade the first time I went there. No. Yeah, 9th grade. Judas Priest, 1979. First time I went there. And I saw some fucking fantastic high level. I went to see Left Zeppelin on their first album open up for Judas Priest there. And that motherfucker came out with a motorcycle.
On stage?
Fuck yeah, from the back.
That's
From
badass.
the back of the Palladium. And they fucking, you're like, what the fuck is going on here? Every time I went there, I had a good time. But it was just, he was such a part of that creepy childhood I had. He was such a part of because I love Black Sabbath. But then I went to see them, and I could tell when I left there that I wasn't going to see these guys again.
No?
Yeah, they were terrible that night. Van Halen opened up for them. It just wasn't, I don't know. Ozzy was great, Now I get when you guys go, you were great. Yeah, I liked Ozzy, but the sound was off. You could see the drummers snorting coke on the fucking drums. It was tremendous. I'm sitting there going, look at this motherfucker. In between songs, you put the drumsticks and poured fucking coke and snorted right off the drums. We're like, oh my God. And I'm like a freshman in high school. And I'm like, wow. And then they broke up. And that's what had you confused. There was no internet. There was no nothing. All you depended on was Cream Magazine. That's it. Nobody remembers Cream Magazine. And I still remember going on, playing hooky, doing acid, and going on Kennedy Boulevard. And by Levy's across the street, they had a bookstore combination magazine place. And I went in there and I got the Cream, and it had a whole article that Black Sabbath had moved on without Ozzy. And I'm like, wow, it's fucking over. And then people were like, what happened to Ozzy? And all of a sudden, John Lennon got shot on a Monday night. And that Sunday, I didn't go up to Central Park. I opted the other way. I went to Bleecker Bob's in the Village, and I was just looking through the albums. And all of a sudden, I saw an Ozzy Osbourne album from England. It was 4 songs with Rudy on the cover. And I'm like, oh, shit. And I took that, and I stopped at a head shop. No, in the Village. In the Village. There was a head shop, and I brought the cocaine things. It was a wallet with a stone, with a bottle, with a razor blade, with a spoon, with a little fucking thing that you did with the spoon on top. I was fucking 16.
Jesus.
And the money, and here's the funny thing. I had just gotten money from that bank. I had $20,000. I had just gotten that Tuesday from a scam bank that we did. $20,000. My mother had just died. I didn't even know what to do with the money. I put it in my sock drawer. And at night, I would just take like $50 out. I didn't even know 100. Tonight I'm going to go to Pizza Parlor. I'm going to be Johnny Goombats. I'll take 100 out. That lasted me like 3 months.
You spent $20,000 in 3 months?
Oh, like an animal. Snorting, buying clothes, eating dinners at that place on Tunley Avenue. It's like a stonemason. If on 50th and Tunley Avenue, there's a place that makes stone. They've been there since they made Jesus a stone. 2 doors down, Stancatos. Wasn't it that restaurant down there?
Stancatos like 90.
Okay. You know which it's still something. It's a restaurant today. It's something else. But when we were kids, that was like a big mafia hangout. Like they didn't go up on this side. They would go on that side. There was a couple of little Italian restaurants. And every time you went in there, you see 8 old guys with cigars and shit. Like, oh, I know what time it is. They wouldn't eat on the Kennedy Boulevard ones. They eat on the Tunley Avenue ones. Pretty fucking interesting. What, cocksucker? What we saying?
I wish I could tell you.
You don't know. So it was just really funny that after I found the album, then the hype started coming up. And I remember I used to go buy the tickets where I paid for Ozzy Osbourne, like $12.50. I got them in Cliffside Park, right close to where Georgie's business is now. It was a place when George and I were kids. I'm talking about kids, 12. And it was there till about 10 years ago. It was called Things from England. What was that? Be There. No, when was Be There was there, and Be There was there like 78. And then Things from England came in, so it was a combination Ticketron with an album store. And it was albums that have been imports from England. So anybody who's got AC/DC, the first album, they have an Australian. And that's what they would have. They would have UFO, but from England. They would have anything that came out here, but they would have it from England. Like they had your uncle bought Judas Priest Killing Machine. Here it's called Hell Bent for Leather, or whatever that album is. But in England it was Killing Machine. The cover was different. That album is in the basement. It's got to be worth millions because nobody has that album no more. It was brand fucking new.
And then you'd go there to buy concert tickets.
We would buy concert tickets there. I remember we bought the tickets for him there, and then we went to see him again somewhere, and then the kid died. When we were seniors in high school, like in fucking April, the kid went on a plane. Randy Rhoads, his guitar player, and he fucking died. And we were fucking heartbroken. And again, Ozzy's getting sidelined. But fuck no. There was a band called Night Ranger, and they had a guitarist played Brad Willis that was pretty fucking good. So he joined Ozzy for the Diary of a Madman album. That's when he had the castle on stage and people getting stabbed at concerts and shit. It was tremendous.
Like the first thing I heard about Ozzy was like the bat thing. How was that even? Honestly, I don't even know. Was that real?
It was real, but by that time it was great publicity. You know,
would he do it every concert?
No. He did it. He went to a meeting on executives and he bit the head off a bat and threw the bat at them, and then he got tetanus or some shit.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
And then he took a shit on the Alamo or a piss on the Alamo. He was on fucking fire. But the one thing about him is that most people fake the funk. That motherfucker was real. Like, that dude died a few times. Like, that dude did a lot of fun. His band was called the Blizzard of Oz. What the fuck does that tell you? And I made a shirt. I love that name. His uncle worked at Levy's. It was sporting goods. And you could make custom shirts in there.
So you made your own shirt?
We used to make our own shirts for concerts. Listen, do me a favor. Throw up Killing Yourself to Live, Black Sabbath Live. I'm going to show you something. But I showed Lee once before. We got to go to a specific part. So before concerts, your uncle and some of his fucking lunatic friends would make shirts for concerts. They would make the shirts. They would lower that. They would make the shirts if they hated a concert. So if one of those guys had a girlfriend and she was going to see Adam Ant, these North Bergen idiots would make shirts that says Adam Ant sucks my dick and go to the concert and just to annoy Adam Ant.
Oh, my God.
And they would make them at Levy's. But there's 4 idiots at this concert, and that was us. That was us at the Black Sabbath concert, because I made a shirt called Suicide Solution. And I walked into your grandfather's house. He would look at the shirt and go, and it was 2 lines of Coke, and it says suicide. You got to be retarded. We were sophomore. We all made hats that, because the name of the band is Judas Priest, but you could also call it, what's the opposite for Judas Priest? There's another name for it. It's Judas Christ or something like that. So what did we do? We made those hats. Your uncle and fucking, they got in trouble for wearing those hats in school. Something about, because it was blasphemous or something. And one of the teachers was really religious or some shit. We used to make, anyway, getting back to that, these idiots made their own shirts. And I still remember going to a concert. That's why when people say to me, hey, we're going to a Jet game, are you wearing your Giants shirt? Fuck no. I learned at a concert in 1980 what it is to walk home with a bunch of drunk junkies and you and 3 of your faggy friends have a shirt that you made at home. That's kind of cool, but not really. You look like a fucking idiot. But in your demented, acidic mind with the weed, you actually think it's fucking cool. And that's what we used to do at these concerts. This is all very fun. Listen, he had the religious stuff, but I never believed in the devil. You know, only one time when I did some THC crystal, angel dust, and I went home and put on Master Reality, and The Exorcist was on. So I took the volume off The Exorcist, and I left the volume on Master Reality. Dog, I thought I was going to kill myself. It was my 16th birthday. But there's 4 idiots at this show that made... There they are! There they are. That was us. That was us. Those 4 idiots with that shirt on. Look how crazy they go. When he stops and does the guitar chords, these 4 idiots turn into the biggest fags you'll ever see.
Did you do that move with the hands?
Yeah, I'm telling you, that was me. That fag holding on to his face, that might be me. Look at his haircut. That might be me. I'm telling you. When I saw that, it bought how do you know I know about this video? Because I'm telling you, I saw this. I can't see who's sitting next to him. If I see your uncle or a Villo, yeah, it's a black guy. He's just as confused. But look at him. Watch him. Watch him. Yeah, this is classic. But just to get back to Ozzy, just those. And I went to see him that last time. And Black Sabbath, Half Returns, yeah. Because they were always breaking up in the 70s. This has to be 76, 77. They were always breaking up because of his drug problems and whatnot. So, yeah, 75 is when this album came out, Killing Your Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath. Well, maybe 73. Who the fuck knows? But I loved all this shit. This is what kept me alive when I was a fucking kid those years. After my mother died, it just gave me like, They had a song called Tomorrow's Dream. That was it. Tomorrow's Dream was for me to wake up the next morning. And I would listen to it every night before I went to bed, coked up after I just finished crying that I missed my mother. So this was all very like part of my little retardation after my mother died. You know what I'm saying?
And like the thing that got me, because I didn't have any relationship with Ozzy really.
Neither did I. It's not like I knew the guy, and not like I hung out with him.
Well, he wasn't I wasn't a huge fan of him. But like the thing that got to me was like the last song that he sang that at his concert was like "Mama, I'm Coming Home." I've been listening to that song like nonstop.
It's a great song
because it's a fucked up song.
Yeah, listen, this is what people don't know. When you look at Sharon Osbourne, you're like, Sharon Osbourne's this, that, bitch. Sharon Osbourne shaped his career. What people don't know, the album Sabotage, I don't like, it's about them singing an album of how they got robbed. Their management robbed them. And that was Arden's father.
Damn.
So Sharon Osbourne's father was their ex-manager who robbed them. And he came from the same notorious hat as the Led Zeppelin manager, Peter Grant. They were mafia. They were gang members. They were like fucking, they believed in just robbing you. That's it. So when Sharon asked him, what are you going to do with Ozzy? He told her, you could have him. And he was living over Gus's liquor store on the other side of Hollywood Boulevard. You know what Gus's is? It's down by the Roxy and all that. It used to be there. It used to be. I'm sorry.
Not Chicken's place.
It's something different there.
Okay.
He was living over the Gus's, broke, drugged out, and she went to see him and picked him up and cleaned him up and put a band around them. They got Randy Rhoads, and that's what that bitch did. And then from there, she even had her own festival. They even had Ozfest, guys.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know about that.
They were doing it on New Year's Eve in L.A. Yeah, this is crazy. This is crazy shit. What she did, I think the best thing they showed is his last dance with her. That made me cry. I saw it online.
I didn't see that.
After the concert, he grabbed her hand, and they started dancing. And
that's nice.
And I'm like, this is what you always want at the end of your life, is to have that partner that you were both eating shit. And now they're worth, what are they worth? Half a billion.
Yeah, I was going to say,
$1
has to be like hundreds of millions at least.
Because
so even, and it's crazy. Not around his music, but then his reality show was huge. Like he was huge on the reality show.
Everything he stepped on that she developed after that was fucking huge. And let me tell you something. His fucking reality show was one of the best of all time. Top 5. He's a funny motherfucker, that dude. He was very funny. That's why they liked him. That's why he lasted. He was naturally funny. He naturally had chops. And you read about him, how his parents grew up in a 2-bedroom house. His parents lived in the 1 bedroom, and he lived in the other bedroom with 6 kids. They didn't have a shower or a bathroom till he was 16 years old.
I read that, yeah.
You had to go to the bathroom outside. It's not where you fucking start, man. It's not ever where you start, and you're not going to stay there if you don't want to. That guy was dead in 1980. Dead. Without Black Sabbath, nobody wanted him. He was a fucking known coke, everything that came with all that life, he did. And this chick took a fucking gamble with him. Then had kids. I don't know where she got to come for him to have kids. Because that dude, and he's been shaking for 20 years. He's been shaking for 20 fucking years. So, it's so funny. Like, this is what I'm writing my book about fucking how I got fucked up. Because people got it wrong. Can you believe that I got inspired from a guy, especially 2 weeks ago when I saw him dance with his wife at that age, their last dance. And you think about that guy, the drugs he did, the stupidity he did, the trouble he got into, all that shit, which he really never got in trouble. But all the articles and all the bats and all that shit. And that dude had a tremendous home life. The kids all came out normal. In fact, he's got a kid that don't want nothing to do with the fame. Yeah. He have another daughter that you don't even know she's alive. She didn't want to be a part of it at all. So it's a very interesting story, and it's very interesting. Look, right there. It was his last dance with her,
really
man.
great.
That's 40 fucking years of marriage.
That's all.
Do you have any fucking idea what that must feel like? You're like, I can't believe this bitch. She's got bad breath. But she's the one that took you to the dance.
Right.
Because without her, she had nothing. He had nothing, this poor bastard.
Dude, I know it's sad that he's gone, but if you had to script the end of your life, he had a pretty decent one, it seems like. To have that concert and go 2 weeks later.
Bro, this guy had a great fucking life. And to think it all started from singing a stupid song or showing up to fucking do something you never thought you were even good at. You know, you think about that. Like, you show up and you don't even think you're going to be good at it. And you just keep showing up, and then you meet a girl, and she has good drugs, and she plays the drums, and you keep singing, and all of a sudden you're in another band, and that band puts out 9 albums. Who has 9 albums that you know today, guys? Anybody? Drake? Who got 9 fucking albums that they put heart and sweat into, and each album is fucking great.
Right, that's a difference, I think.
They got 8 studio albums. They got 1 greatest hits album.
How many albums are good, do you think?
I love all 9 of their fucking albums. Every one of their albums, something different about each album, and you're like, what the fuck is this? And then he put out 2, 3 solo, Bark at the Moon. You know, he put out a bunch of, you know, you think that these legends are going. I'll tell you who we overlook. We overlook this bitch every fucking day. And I want all you motherfuckers to, I don't know what you got, whether it's Spotify or Apple, put on Apple playlist and put on fucking Madonna and get back to me. When you listen to her fucking playlist, that's another motherfucker you got to go. You know, Ozzy was a bad motherfucker, but Madonna opened up the door for 2,000 bitches. Listen to her albums. They all sound like her. They all sound like her. The other day, me and Mercy listened to the first one with, that's a fucking badass album. Yeah, Holiday and Physical Attraction and Burning Up. But the other one is really good. Like A Virgin is fucking tremendous.
Right.
It's tremendous. She has like 3 or 4 songs. Then the other one, True Blue. But look at her fucking... She has an album in 93 that's fucking brilliant. She's got the one when she came out with the quarters on the titties. The one when the black guy lights the balloons deeper and deeper. These people are fucking living. Yeah, Madonna looks all fucked up now, Joey. That doesn't matter. Look at her. Look at her work. Look at her fucking work over the years. And everybody was trying to be her. Everybody stole from Madonna. I don't give a fuck what anybody told you. You know, these guys we're about to lose them. Aerosmith is no joke. You know, these guys have been around. This ain't a fucking, listen, I love, what's her name? To face, to love, gonna, Ellie, what's her name? Billie Eilish. I love Billie Eilish until I put on one of her concerts.
What's wrong?
It's a guy with a DJ booth and her lip syncing or whatever. And these kids are paying thousands of dollars, and it's just going to a club. It's us going to the Palladium in the 80s, and somebody comes in, like some fat chick from Brooklyn comes in, and they stop, you're all coked up, and all of a sudden, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, we have a special treat coming to you from Brooklyn, Monet. And all of a sudden, you got it's one of those songs, sounds like everything else, and she goes up there and lip syncs. And you're there. Thank God they had no cameras in those days with those idiots taping things and shit. But it's the same thing. It's just a chip fucking lip syncing. It's no big deal. And then she gets off the stage, and you're back to snorting coke and fucking dancing up and down. But Madonna,
it was different.
You know, all these people, Aerosmith, these guys are going to go pretty soon, and we're going to be done. That's it. And I'm not talking about, these guys are not like these wannabe that these Americans, these white people put up to be heroes. You know, nobody put Ozzy Osbourne up to be no fucking hero. They were thinking of other fucking people. And look at the damage this guy did. And he didn't give a fuck. So, R.I.P. Ozzy, and I'm happy I got to listen to it. I'm not going to sit here for 2 hours and give you the Joey Diaz, you know, who gives a fuck? He's dead, and now we're going to, then the other guy died. What's his name? Hulk Hogan. They're gonna keep. Jamal Warner died last week. You know. But then there's people still walking around that you look at them and go, Jesus fucking Christ. When are you going to fucking get hit by a truck, you cocksucker? What do you got this week?
This week, I'm in New York locally. I don't have anything booked right now.
So Wednesday, we're at the dojo for the best of. Wednesday night, cheap tickets. And Thursday night, we're at the dojo for Bucket and a Story. They're going to pass a bucket out. You're going to put a topic in there. The comics have to go on stage and do 8 minutes on the shit they pull out of the bucket. It's the first time they're going to do it, and then we're going to keep doing it like every other Wednesday. It's a great show. You see people create material. You come back and watch them, and you see from what a note in the bucket now became 10 minutes 2 weeks later.
That's crazy.
Because 800, when you have, listen, it's tough to write when you're at a coffee shop and you put your pen in your mouth and your girlfriend's like, what do you want for dinner? You're not going to write nothing. You're not going to write nothing. The best writing you're going to do is when there's 50 people in the audience and 100 eyeballs are looking at you like your cat when they're hungry. You know what I'm saying? You ever see how your cat won't take the eye off you?
Oh, I know.
They won't take. Did you get the nip?
I did. I got toys, too, and a laser pointer.
Did she like you?
She's not hitting me.
See?
I just bribe her with treats.
You got to outthink them.
I'll think of. I'm just like, I jump up what you want. Dude, cats, dogs you always know are there. This cat fucking moves. You don't fucking hear that thing, and then it just it'll just appear on the bed.
Tell me the truth.
What?
The truth. This family. You missed mama, so you were banging one out one day in the bed, and the cat jumped on the bed next to you. Because they'll watch you jerk off and go,
dude,
look at this pig motherfucker.
It's the worst.
Oh, yeah.
Because, listen, I tried to get it to not to come in the room. I built a whole fucking wall.
They love to watch you jerk off. When you bang one out, they'll show up. I just don't want her to be
on the bed. She doesn't like me. Why isn't she on the couch? I set up a little room for her on the couch with blankets and shit. She doesn't want to be on the couch. And she'll just sit there. And she just glares at me the whole time.
They know what's going on. And they look at you and go,
no, she glares at me when I'm not jerking off, but yeah, I jerked off a lot.
Did she catch you, the cat?
Yeah, it wasn't catching, but she was just like noticing.
She's in the room. What are you going to do?
No idea.
You either go or you stay. You know what I'm saying, Buttercup? I'm going to bang one out whether you're in here or not. You know what I'm saying? So you could go on your terms or you could sit here and look at me fucking make eyeballs.
But it was like I did that. Like it made me nervous the first couple of times. So like I was like, if I don't want to, I was like, if she whacks my dick, I'm gonna freak out.
We gotta whack it with a controlled element. Don't take your balls out and sit there and start fucking and then she starts scratching your balls with a left hook. That's a lot of explaining you gotta do. You gotta go to the doctor because every time a cat scratches your balls, you know that one hook's gonna get caught in there, and not you can't take it out. That's too painful. Because they're it's like a cat's dick. You know, you ever hear cat fucking? When a cat fucks you, his dick opens up. So when he pulls out, he shreds the woman's pussy, the cat's pussy. That's why female cats are like, because it's like razor blades ripping their insides.
Oh, my God.
That's the same thing that happened with their claw. The end of the claw has another tip. A lot of people don't know that. So if they get you in the nutsack, you got to go to the hospital. They got to look at the doctor and tell them you got hit in the nutsack. And they're going to look at you a little different. They're going to make a call, too. Somebody's going to come in and talk to you because not for nothing. We want to know why the cat swatted you in the nutsack. Can we go to your house and smell the cat? You know.
Oh, my God.
All right, cocksuckers. I love you with all my heart. Lee, nothing this week. Just open mic and fucking bucket.
This week, I have a bunch of shows coming up, but we only talk about the week next.
Okay. All right, my friend. I'm Uncle Joey. I got nothing. I'll be at the dojo next week. And again, happy birthday to my beautiful nephew, Nick Ascalise. He's having a party tomorrow night. I got an 8 o'clock bocce game, so I'll never make it. I can't make it up and down by both fucking situations. So maybe if you want to do lunch in Jersey City, I'll come up. We'll hang with the sheriff, shoot some dice. You know what I'm saying? I love you. Have a great week, motherfuckers. Stay black. We love you here at the church.